Story. Listen up, everyone. In the United Kingdom, 2/3 of schools have taken the extraordinary step of, wait for it, banning winning, rewarding both winners and losers to ensure that students don't feel left out. They want to make sure feelings aren't hurt, but by making sure they never lose, can we really set them up to fail? Joining me from Brisbane, parenting expert Felicity Moore. Good morning, Felicity.
Hi, Kerry Ann.
Now, what do you make of this issue of sort of banning winning?
Isn't it crazy? How are we supposed to teach our children that they need to strive, try hard, practice, study hard, you know, do all of the things that we all do to get ahead? How do we teach that message if we say, oh, there are no winners here, everybody's the same. Whether you participate, whether you win or whether you lose, you're all going to go home with a yellow ribbon today. What message does that send the children who are trying to find out what they are good at in life? If they're good at running races, if they're good at high jump, if they're good at Stedfords, if they're good at studies. If we say nobody's going to come first today, why would anyone try and win? What's the point? I think it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, part of life is failing, and failing is only bad if you think of it in a purely negative way. Failing is just experience.
Well, that's right.
I should
what are
know.
we setting them up for? Yeah. Well, I mean, this is an important point, Kerry Ann. Nobody got where they are. Captains of industry, leaders in the arts, leaders in business, nobody got where they are easily with no failures whatsoever. So this is a really good opportunity to teach children that if you fail, persistence is the key. It's one of life's key lessons, and you hear it time and time again. We all know that once we get out of school, that's when the real work begins, don't we?
Indeed. We
have to study hard at university, or train hard if we are athletes, or practice our Stedford work, or practice our in whatever field you're in. So, I mean, if you don't win, you need to set up your kids and show them that you tried your hardest, and that's really good. Be happy with that. Where can you improve? What ways can you assess your performance? Try harder, or you have to be happy with the result. If you don't think that you can try harder and train and practice, go to swimming training 5 o'clock every morning to try and beat the person who just beat you, then obviously losing didn't really mean that much to you.
Well,
Kerry
great
Ann, this
advice.
problem.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to say one last point. This problem's come out of the UK because they're having trouble getting children to participate in running races because they're afraid of losing. Now, I went to school with Kathy Freeman. Can you imagine what our sports carnivals were like? No. Can you imagine if they had said to us, right, nobody's going to win today? I knew I was not going to win when I went in a race, but trying was half of the battle. And this is the lesson that children need to learn, is that you have to try your hardest and you don't know what will happen.
Well, you need an attitude to failure and experience, and here's hoping no PC person gets this into their head in the curriculum in this country. Fingers crossed. Felicity Moore, thank you. Good morning to you in Brisbane.
Thanks, Kerry Ann.
Okay, coming up on the show, forget the toss and turn